After I sent after I made that video this morning, the New Year's Eve video, I made it like just moments after midnight. It took me hours to edit it and, you know, add in the little fading, you know, do the little editing stuff on it and upload it, and I had to convert it, and, you know, I was up till like 5 o'clock in the morning, and yeah, but I felt so alive, you know. It's like when you really give your life and your mind and your body, when you give everything over to the purpose of healing, you know, and of awakening from the belief in separation. It's quite extraordinary, you know. I'm sure in some of these videos I'll talk a little bit more about what it's been like for me the past couple of years. You know, first being guided to just completely discard my old career as a hypnotherapist, and to kind of jump off the cliff with nothing to fall, you know, with no idea how things were going to go, and just start being a traveling minstrel, you know, traveling with the music, and then you know, just traveling for 6 months with you know, with no plan, just kind of feeling my intuition, just trusting that I would be guided and that everything would work out. And then 6 months after that, you know, getting a phone call from this gorgeous woman from Belgium who says that she's receiving guidance from the Holy Spirit that we're meant to be married in 15 days. And then going ahead and, you know, as radical as that seemed, you know, going ahead with it, and breaking up with my girlfriend at the time, and then, yeah, that's a whole nother story. Trying to explain to, you know, to your girlfriend that you're breaking up with her because you're getting married in 15 days. Sounds so hilarious every time I tell the story. You know, that you're getting married to someone you never even met. And then having to tell my parents and my sister, and, you know, and I have a big family. Oh man, it was so frightening, and yet incredibly exciting. I can't even put words to it. So yeah, I just feel like my heart's just exploding with with joy. And yeah, you know, when I started to get the idea of of making these videos, yeah, I had a lot of judgments at first. You know, my ego was like not into that, not into that idea at all. It was, yeah, I think that ever since I started watching videos of other people on YouTube, or I started, you know, seeing other people's videos that were like homemade videos, you know, like spiritual teachers who kind of just started off by making their own videos, you know, like Bentino Massaro and Scott Killaby, and recently Lisa Cairns. Just beautiful teachers. I put their names in the tags of the videos because yeah, I feel like these are all these symbols that I resonate with. But yeah, when I first started seeing their videos, my ego was back there, kind of going, oh, they just want to make a name for themselves, or, whatever. And I've always had this, I've always had this desire, this kind of, this like longing almost to be famous, to, not really to be like special, but I mean, yeah, to the ego it was all, it's about being special, but I think that I always felt that there was like just this longing to express, to just share, to let the love, let the divine love, the universal love that is everywhere, just let it pour through me and pour out to the whole universe. And so when this idea to make these videos came in a few days ago, it was like, oh my God, maybe this is the beginning of starting to really just do that. Just let that happen. Let the love just start to pour out. And of course the ego is right there saying, no, this is totally arrogant. You just want to be famous. And I actually called my friend David Hoffmeister, who's been, I think, the most profound, enlightened teacher. Not that people are really enlightened, but as a symbol, he's been the most profound symbol of enlightenment, would be a better way of saying it, in my awareness. So I called him up. I've been talking to him, I've spent a lot of time with him over the past several years, and I just shared with him, I'm thinking about making these videos, and yet I'm having a lot of fear about it, and I don't know if it's just my ego wanting to, be special or something, and he was just, he was so great, just so, the love just wants to pour through you, and, go for it, and, just let it happen. It's not really you. It's doing it. It's like it's just happening, through you. So I thought I'd play a song that mirrors that theme of letting the divine spirit that lives in all of us shine through and awaken us, inspire us. I used to think of it as, the spirit kind of coming through this way, and I still do, like the spirit, we often talk about it that way as like a metaphor, that the spirit is sort of like coming through us, like, like down through our body and out, but, more recently I've started to see it in kind of a broader way too. It's more like the spirit is just shining through everything, from all directions, and that this world of perception is just a veil. It's like a veil of illusion that our mind has projected, has cast out to try to block itself from that love, because the mind knows that in the presence of that love, there can be nothing else but that, and so the ego is no more. So, I think when I sing this song, it'll be helpful for me to not just think of it as love coming from this direction, but from, like from you who are watching and listening, and from everyone, because it's how it actually is. Okay. Shine through.
I can feel your love shine, shine, shine. You gently whisper to me everything is fine. Now all I wanna do is listen to you tell me everything I've got to do to open up and let your love shine through. I can see your face, smile, smile, smile. The time I spend with you is so worthwhile. Now all I wanna do is look at you and let your smiling face teach me how to open up and let your love shine through. 'Cause I'm beginning to remember all the love that I once knew, and all my fears disappearing as I disappear in you. I can feel your love shine, shine, shine. I hear your laughter and it heals my mind, yeah. Now all I wanna do is listen to gentle laughter teaching me how to open up and let your love shine through. There's nothing more that I wanna do than listen to your music teach me how to open up and let your love shine.